Hello, everyone. It's Sylvester Stallone. You might know me as Rocky or Rambo. So, I hear Brad Pitt has an F1 movie out. Well, back in the day, I made the best racing car movie ever made, and it was called Driven. So now we have only one washed up has been presenting this all season's rubbish from one of the worst F1 YouTubers out there. Anyway, welcome to F1 24, where once again the hookster will be starting at the back of the grid in a rubbish car. But wait, will he? Well, stay tuned to find out, and yes, it's bound to be crap. So, Brad's name is Sonny Hayes. What kind of name is that for a driver? I had some great names. We had Jimmy Bly, Joe Tanto, and Bo Brandenburg. We also had the best story and special effects and even drove our champ cars around Chicago. Some people said it wasn't very realistic, but hell, what do you expect? I made 27 Rambo movies. Anyway, I am off now to see if the hookster will be in my next movie. It's about a sad, lonely old man who pretends he is a really good driver on the internet. It's going to be called All Seasons the Movie or some rubbish.
All Seasons the Movie would be the best movie ever. Come on, come fight me.
Hello and welcome back, and as you can see, the paddock is a hive of activity behind us. More action though going on behind closed doors because, Anthony Davidson, we are in the middle of silly season. There is speculation everywhere as to where the drivers will move around the grid. Tell me from a driver's perspective, just how distracting is this?
It is a distraction, and it has been up until this point in the season, especially when you're outside of the car. But once that helmet goes on and the visor's down, it's back to business as usual, and that's when you see it all melt away. You're in the car doing what you do best. But yeah, certainly out of it, you sometimes see it boil over. Drivers have a few strong words to say to each other after some moments on track because it is such a stressful environment.
A huge mind game for all of the drivers. We're having secretive meetings, clandestine chats. What is exactly being said, though? Give us a level of insight.
So if you're not performing, obviously, you know, we're in a very brutal world in Formula One where the driver's data is there on show for inside your team for all to see, and you're constantly being compared against your teammate. There's nowhere to hide. And if you're not performing, then your team boss might be looking elsewhere and might not be telling you the full story. So sometimes you seek news from elsewhere in the paddock, even from the media. They might be telling you what's really going on with inside your team, and that's very uncomfortable. And then on the flip side, if you're having a great season, you might be the one having secretive talks with other teams that are performing better than your own team.
Okay, well, we're nearly out of time, so I'm going to send you to the commentary box, and we're going to get ready for today's Grand Prix.
A cutscene in an F1 driver career? What strange kind of sorcery is this? Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 24. Yes, we have just completed practice and we've got some more lovely resource points. And of course, our rating has gone up. Yes, 74 now, 74. Fantastic.
It's time for the drivers to dance on the edge. You are never resting, you are never still in qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix right here at the Hungaroring.
So here we are, and oh god, it's bloody Hungary. I do not believe it. I tried to get this off the calendar, but it's, oh my goodness, what's going on here? We've got an Aston Martin trying, is it Lance Stroll? Is his hand recovered now? Is it, no, it's Fernando Alonso. Anyway, we crossed the line for our first qualifying run, and we're 5th place at the moment, but we're 1.4 seconds behind the leaders. We accelerate forward now to just 9 minutes left of quali, and we're in real trouble here. We're in 20th place. That's plumb last, yes, plumb last, but we're half a digit up on our qualifying, and we've made 19th place, lads. Yes, 19th place. Fan-bloody-tastic. As we accelerate forward now to just 25 seconds left. We're still in 19th place. We are slightly up in the deltas. Almost half a second. This should possibly get us up into about 17th. Let's have a look across the line. What? 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 No. Why? What? Yeah, so accelerate forward now. That's it. Qualifying is over. And we have dropped down to last place. Yes, you can all start laughing. It's Hungary. I cannot stand this bloody circuit, and I always end up usually last. And that's what we done. That's exactly what we done. Last place for the Oxter. Well done indeed. This is really going to get the viewers in, you know. This is an Arava quality video, definitely. Anyway, Lando Norris got pole. Shut up, everyone. Valtteri Bottas got 16th, and I got last, which is so much better than 16th anyway.
Button, Hill, Alonso and Kovalainen, the names of the drivers who had their breakthrough in Budapest, winning their first Grand Prix right here. The Hungaroring, it's like Monaco without the boats, although the boats today could come in very handy indeed. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky challenges to deal with out there. These rainy conditions aren't going to help things. It is very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Perez, Sargent, and Hollywood. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. Welcome to the commentary box and welcome to Naomi Schiff. I'm Alex Jakes. Naomi, this is going to be interesting. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going? Well, this is the most advanced sport anywhere on the planet. How's it changed since you were last racing?
It is certainly an interesting time in this set of regulations because, as you know, when a new set of regulations come out, everything changes and you always wonder who's got it right. Well, we know the Red Bull are the ones who really got it right the last couple of years. But now you can see the rest of the grid slowly start to catch up. And there's really only so much left for Red Bull to get out of these regulations. So it is interesting and the pack are catching up.
So it's time once again for... Oh no, I can't believe it. What on earth have I done to deserve this? Not only are we at Hungary, the worst circuit on the calendar, but it's absolutely chucking down with rain and we're on full wets. Oh, for cock's sake. Anyway, let's just park sensibly in our pit box, Dave. And... no, we fucked it. Unbelievable scenes. Anyway, it's time once again for the 5 lights. Look at that rain. 5 lights to go out on the all seasons career mode. And we're expecting great things from this race as we say go, go, go. And it's away we go at Hungary in the pissing hard of rain. We're in last bloody place and we almost lose it right there. We almost go straight into the barrier. Oh my goodness, that was very, very dicey indeed. Let's see if we can get past some cars here. Yes, we've got past Yuki Tsunoda. In fact, we're going for Alexander Albon in the Williams. It's a tiny little bit of contact. No, we didn't manage it. We lost a little bit of ground there. Look, Lance Stroll, his hand has recovered, everyone. His hand has recovered. He's in 10th place. We're in 11th. Look at that rain, though. Look, you cannot see your hand in front of your face. It is raining cats, dogs, aunties, Cornish pasties, sausage rolls, and Klingons. Yes, all at once. All at once. It's absolutely lashing down, as we used to say back in the 70s. Absolutely lashing down. And there is Fernando Alonso. And look at this. We got past. We're up into the points. I can't believe it. Another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and never surrenders. Don't you know, don't you know. So we are on for a World Championship point at the moment in the very, very, very wet conditions at Hungary. Oh my goodness, just look how wet it is. Now hopefully it's going to dry out and we can get onto some intermediates, at least come in for a pit stop. But who knows, we might not even be able to come in for a pit stop. But we're holding on to 10th place. We're chasing Alexander Albon. Well, chasing is a rather operative word for the Uxter. He's attempted to try and catch Alexander Albon, who's now 2 seconds ahead. Still on the first lap. 2 seconds ahead on the first bloody lap. And Lance Stroll is now behind us. Half a second behind in, of course, the Aston Martin. And he's got Nico Hülkenberg. Yes, Nico Hülkenberg in the Husqvarna directly behind him as we're about to complete the first lap. It feels like forever, and it is at Hungary, especially when it's raining like this. Maxi Boy Verstappen has put in the fastest lap. Fantastic. Well done, Maxi Boy. And we cross the line to start lap 2, still in 10th position at the moment. Okay, we accelerate forward now to lap 3, and as you can see, Lance Stroll has got past us, but we're going to go tight into this inside line. Here he goes, yes, hanging him out to drive on the outside. Lance Stroll, he's got nowhere to go, so he's got to back off, and he has done. and we're holding on still to this one single World Championship point. Oh my goodness, as I say that, look at that, Lance Stroll's gone around the other side of us. This is getting very, very dicey. We're going to make contact, but he's sliding about in the wet conditions, of course. But no, we managed to hang on to it. So still 10th place for us at the moment on lap 3 now. Yes, lap 3 as we accelerate forward now to lap 5. It's going to lap 6. Still in 10th place. I don't think there's going to be much change in these wet conditions, to be honest. It's not really much change in the dry conditions, but even worse in the wet conditions. On lap 6, still in 10th place. We're now 9th. What? As we accelerate forward now, everyone, and don't worry about how far we are behind Alexander Albon, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What do you mean it's 29? It's 29 seconds. Okay, just shut up now and let's get on with this. We've got behind us Pierre Gasly. Pierre Gasly. Yes, he's in an Alpine. Look at him go. But we are holding on to this more important single World Championship point. That's what we need, and that's what we've got. As we accelerate forward to lap 10, we've got an objective. We've got to avoid the engine staying above 130. Well, that's not going to be difficult in these conditions, is it? Oh my goodness, we get tapped in the side pod. I think that's Pierre Gasly. Mon Dieu, Pierre, mon Dieu. You cannot do things. And look everyone, the track is drying. You can definitely see a dry line appearing on the track, so it is definitely improving. But is it going to improve enough for Inters? As we accelerate forward now to lap 12, we have got the markers out to say we should be coming in. But what are we going to come in for? We're going to stay out anyway because we're not quite sure at the moment. The conditions are still very, very wet indeed. We are definitely keeping our engine below. Yes, we've done it. There you go. That was easy because it's absolutely pissing down. Absolutely easy peasy lemony squeezy. On lap 13, still in 10th positions. We accelerate forward to lap 13, still on 13, and they're still asking us to come in for our pit stop, but we're still not sure about this. We don't know whether to come. Oh, our teammates come in. So what's he going to go on? Is he going to go on to the full wets again, or maybe go on to the Inters? It's very much not Inters weather. You can see how much that is absolutely chucking down. That is not Inters weather at the moment. So I'm just going to hang it out and see how long before we make our stops. We accelerate forward to lap 15. As you can see, we are still not sure because it's still absolutely pissing down. Yes, absolutely pissing down with rain on lap 15. So I don't... Oh no, Oscar's pastry's out of the session. Oh my goodness. Oh, red flag, red flag. Session has been suspended. We have a red, everyone. Yes, we'll find out at the end of the race what has caused the red, but that's it. It's time for a restart. There you go then. Red flag. The session has been stopped. Now, they're saying that it's going to be still pissing hard with rain, so we need to continue on with another set of full wet tyres. I would take the gamble, but looking at that weather, I think we're going to have to play it safe. And yes, we are. Yes, it was a good decision. 4 wets, 5 lights go out, and we say go, go, go. And it's away we go from 9th. Don't forget, because Oscar's pastry is out. A little bit of wheel spin off the line, but we are holding on to 9th at the moment. We've got a car to the right hand side. We've got Carlos Sainz in the mix as well. George Russell is there as well. Now, see if we can sneak past a few cars. There we go for the front. We're getting inside of Lando Norris. Oh my goodness, are we going to do it? Yes, we have. We got up into 3rd position. What a great restart for Hoekstra there. Yes, that red flag was perfect for Hoekstra. And we're up now into 3rd place. And Leclerc is battling very, very hard in front with Verstappen. They are swapping and changing positions all over the show. Verstappen, I think, has got it at the moment. Yes, Verstappen's got it. But Charles Leclerc is really fighting to try and get his 1st place off Maxi Boy Verstappen. And we've got Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari directly behind us also trying to get past us and nab that podium position, which we may have before the end of the race as we accelerate on lap 20. So only 5 laps left of this Grand Prix. As you can see, we've got to use our ERS overtake mode, and I think we'll be okay with that. Anyway, Verstappen's now still in the lead. Leclerc's in 2nd place, 11 seconds up the road ahead of us. And we've got Lando Norris now, the car behind us, half a second. So we accelerate on lap 25, and that's it. Maxi Boy has won the race. Nothing else happened, so I didn't want to bore you. But we are going to cross the line. More importantly, in 3rd place, we're going to get a podium, lads. A podium, yes, in our Green Hornet. Yes, the almost slowest car in the field. As we cross the line now. Fantastic. Yes, we've done it. We've done it. Oh, my goodness. And there... Oh, there's 2 girls. Oh, God, yes. Oh, it brings back some memories, it does. Yes. Anyway. Let's just move on from that now, Dave. Just move on. Yes, that was the 70s. This is now the 2025s. There's Maxi Boy. There's Maxi Boy. There's us actually in the background as well. He just saw us in the Green Hornet. There he is. Crowd serves into his own team of mechanic boys and girls. Well done. Well done indeed. So there is Max Boy. I'm going to get a shake of the wrist. Come on, Max. Come on, little shake. Little shake. No. He says, nope, not happening. Not happening. But what he does do is go up onto the top step of the podium. There's Hookster. There he is. Look at him. Still only 39 years old and still getting podiums in an absolute toilet of a car. Anyway, Maxi holds up the trophy high, and there's the team mechanics. Wah, 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 wah. And our wah, wah, wah of the week this week, of course, goes to Oscar's Pastry, who actually didn't finish the race. Now, let's have a look and see what happened to Oscar, and let's see if he was actually the cause of the red flag. So Oscar's coming around the corner here. Is he going to bin it? Is he going to bin it? He's a little bit too much, I think. I think he's going to... No, he's okay. No, he just slows down. That's very, very weird. Oscar's Pastry I thought he was going to bin it round, but no, he's carrying on going, but he's just slowing down, and he's pulling off the circuit. Now, let's have a look, see if any reds come out as he pulls off the circuit, and yes, there it is. You can just see in the background, red flag. So that's what caused the red flag. It was Oscar's Pastry going out. Obviously, with the conditions, they called a red. Fantastic. Anyway, so there you go then. We got 15 points in that round. Maxi Boy, of course, got 26 with the fastest lap as well. So in the standings now, we are in 8th position with a very respectable 86 points. Maxi Boy way out in front, of course, with 304. Lando Norris in second with 250. Charles Leclerc in third with 174. And our teammate is in 19th place and still an absolute loser in a burger van near you at any time this year. Just watch out for him. Yes. And we're 6th in the constructors. So it's time to move on now to this is better. The Belgian Grand Prix, the Spa-Francorchamps circuit. One of the favourite circuits at Hookster. So this should be looking pretty decent. So practice has been completed at Spa. We've got 378 resource points now. Very stingy on F124. Very stingy indeed. But let's have a look and see whether we're going to increase our RTG, and the answer to that is no, not yet.
To the behemoth that they value so highly. This is Spa. It's high speed. It is really challenging. We have elevation, we have dramatic corners, and we have one driver in a few moments' time who will take pole position.
So here we are at no, it's raining. I don't believe it. We're on the intermediate tyres. That's not too bad, but it's still not good. Let's have a look and see what time we're going to put in as we cross the line, and it's going to be on our first run, second. Oh, we're dropping down already though. Half a second behind the leader. That's not too bad in the wet conditions, I have to admit. Not too bad, but I wish it wasn't wet as we accelerate forward down to just 6 minutes left of qualifying. We're down to 9th place. That's pretty decent. In fact, look at the time. Look, we're 1.2 seconds up. And we got pole. We got pole position. What on earth? I'll tell you what's happening. The track is drying out, and these inters are really biting into the track now. We've still got pole, and look at this. We're now 6/10 up. Are we going to hang on to this pole? I'm not quite sure though. Still 1 minute and 50 left, but we're going to cross the line at the moment. This is going to be pole again, surely. But have we stayed in pole? Oh my God. We have, ladies and gentlemen, stayed in first place for the Hookster. Oh my God. Valtteri Bottas in 14th. Lando Norris in second. Okay then, let's do this.
It's the Belgian Grand Prix, the site of the maiden victory of the Jordan team in 1998. The venue that Michael Schumacher made his debut in Formula One. There is so much history here amongst the beautiful nature. We are about to go racing through the Ardennes Forest, 4.3 miles of long straights, fast corners and huge elevation changes. Turn 1 at La Source moves straight into Eau Rouge, eventually climbing into Raidillon. They are corner names to get the heart pumping. It's old school and we adore it. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Hollywood lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton, Stroll, Sainz, Gasly, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Albon, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Sargent and Yuki Tsunoda. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going?
Yeah, they have. And it's, rule number one, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you. And yes, the cars can vary and set up from race to race and depending on who has which style. But essentially, they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do. And it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Right, Dave, show you're decent for once. And oh my god, what are you doing? Oh, you absolute plum. And anyway, never mind. No one saw that. No one saw that. Just get into your pit box, for God's sake. Just get into your pit box. Here we go. This is, I mean, look, you're in first place. You can't fail to get in your pit box. Oh, God. I give up. It's time once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the 5 laps to go out on the all-seasons clear mode. And we say go, go, go. And it's away we go. I think there's going to be a lot of looking back during this race because, yes, we are still... Oh, look at this, though. Norris is trying to go in the outside of us. But we cut him off, cut off his nose and hold on to this first position as we now go deep down into... Oh, no, Lando Norris has got past us. But we're going deep now into Radion, up the other side of the hill into Eau Rouge. And let's see if we can... Oh, my goodness, we're trying to pass, but there's no room there. But look at this. We're going to have the overrun on Norris, no problem whatsoever. He is definitely blocking. Look at all the blocking that's going on here. This is outrageous, but we're going around the outside on Lando Norris and we get past, yes we do, up into the lead of the race in one of the slowest cars in the field. Yes, our Kick Sauber, the Green Hornet, strikes again, still in first place at the moment. So as you can see, we've got both the McLarens behind us. I think that's Lando Norris right behind us, and Oscar's Pastry is directly behind him. But we are doing very well indeed. Look, the marshals are waving green flags. I don't know why, but they are. And look at this though, this is getting very tense behind. Both McLarens are looking very, very racy. Of course, we've got no chance of any speed between us and the two McLarens. They are miles faster. But of course, we've got one thing that they haven't got, and that's guile. Pure bloody guile, and the ability to be a complete pain in the arse and make our car at least 3 times as wide as it should be, and so they can't get past. Yes, that's an old trick that Hookster learnt way back in his early days when he was in the F1 Academy. Yes, he didn't want to be, but he got lost and he ended up with all the girls. Yes, that's another story and we'll talk about it some other time. But anyway, still in the lead at the moment, still on lap 1, Hookster in first, Norris in second, Piastri in third, Leclerc in fourth, and Verstappen is in 5th position now as we're about to cross the line. We've run out of deployment, but it doesn't matter because we're about to start again and get some more deployment as we start lap 2 of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward now to lap 2, just going to lap 3, still in the lead at the moment. Norris is just still about half a second behind us as we once again put in the fastest lap, but Lando Norris, in fact, they're all overtaking us now because our speed is just not there. It's just not there. Norris in second, Piastri in third. We accelerate forward lap 6, so it's time for our pit window to be open. This is going to be good. This is going to be very good indeed. I can see good things happening here. We're almost a second ahead of Norris as we're just going down the hill once again. This is great for us. As we accelerate forward out to lap 6, we've got another objective which we don't really care about anymore. But anyway, let's see as we come in for our pit stop on lap 6. We are in the lead, still in the lead. The other cars are going to go past, I do believe. Oh, that was very tight from yesterday, almost crashed into the barrier. Anyway, in we come. No cars behind us, so we want a nice, fast, clean pit stop, please, lads. Yes, come on. Look, they're all going past us, and we come into the pits. Thank you, lads. Changing on once again to the yellow sideboard, the harder tyre for the rest of this stint at Spa. Thank you, champs. It's a good stop. 2.3 seconds. Well done to those lads there. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. And of course, Hookster was his usual awesome self as he now rejoins, of course, in last position at the moment, but of course, everyone else has still got a pit. Yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreeves. We accelerate forward now to lap 7. Lap 7, just going past the pits. The first of the runners are coming in for their stop. So we're going to get up to probably about 13th place at the end of this. Let's have a look. 19th at the moment. Yes, lots of cars in. Hamilton's in. Norris is in. They've all gone to hard tyres, I do believe. Anyway, there you go, 12th position. Oh my goodness, Lando Norris has come out ahead of us. He'd almost jumped us in the pit stop cycle. This is going to be very, very tight indeed as we're going to go down the hill once again to Radion into Eau Rouge. Let's see if we're going to go around the inside or the outside of... Oh my goodness, that was very tight. Very tight indeed, but Norris is still there. He's having none of my shit whatsoever. He's on the hard tyre, a very cold hard tyre, I have to say. We are on very warm not intermediates, you wally. Mediums, that's the one I was thinking of, yes. We are on very warm mediums, and we managed to hold on to this 11th position as we accelerate forward at lap 8. Just going past the pits. More cars are coming in. This could be the last stop for everyone. Let's have a look and see if it is. Let's hope so. Are we going to go back into the... No, we haven't got back into the lead. And Lando Norris is trying to go down the inside of us. As you can see, once again, he's on these hard tyres. I don't know what he's trying to achieve. And Perez gets... Oh, no. Oh, no, there's another car ahead of us. Now, has he beaten us in the pit stop cycle? I'm not quite sure. And now... Oh, no, what is going on? What is going on? We've lost power. We have lost all power in the car. Now, I have never seen this so far on the Codemasters games. Now, if you remember in the previous games, you used to get a message saying one of the drivers is developing a problem and he's starting to slow down. This never happened to you, but it did happen to the other drivers. Now, I think for F124, they have actually implemented it into the game, and this is actually us now. We have lost power in the car and we have lost positions hand over fist. But on lap 9, finally, it looks like the power has come back to us. So now we've got to fight and see where we've lost the lead. That's it. We've got no chance of getting the lead back now. That's over because we spent almost about a half a lap there with very strange no power in the car. I was looking at the engine as well while that was going on, and the engine was only at 95 degrees. So the engine was stone cold. Stone cold, which is very, very strange. Anyway, lap 9, going for a move now on 2 cars. Fernando Alonso, I do believe, and Lando Norris. This is just a consolidation drive now. We've got to see what we can do because this was not our fault. We definitely lost power at some point during this Grand Prix. And I'll tell you, I've never felt it before in this game or any of the F1 games, and it just felt weird. It felt like I was driving through treacle. I was putting the power down, but nothing was happening. Nothing was happening whatsoever. So very, very weird. Anyway, we're still fighting at the moment with Lando Norris, and once again, we're going to take the outside or the inside line. That was very dicey. We're up into 5th. We're up into 5th position at the moment. Can we catch up to Verstappen? And more importantly, Sergio Perez as well, because we want to see if we can get some more points out of this. Here's Checo Perez, and the answer to that is yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy. We've got past Checo Perez, up into 4th position now. So our next target is Maxi Boy Verstappen. There's only 1.6 ahead as we accelerate forward at lap 13. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to catch Verstappen. He's now 2.4 seconds ahead. But 4th position now is looking good for us. 4th place. Yes, looking very, very good indeed. I'd say it's a consolidation because we lost all power during one of those laps. And I'll say it was very, very strange. I never felt this before on a Codemasters game, but it has finally happened. And I'm pretty sure it's what I said, that the bit where you actually start to lose engine power, like you used to in the previous games when you used to get that message, it has happened to us. And it happens now live on F124. So I have to say, well done Codemasters for actually implementing that, because, you know, it's been a long time. Anyway, oh my goodness, Pierre Gasly has been disqualified on lap 14. What on earth is going on here? Just look at the mini-map. Well, I can't even see him now. I think he's been removed from the circuit. But yes, we'll have to wait until the end of the race to see exactly what happened to Pierre Gasly as we accelerate for lap 15. That's the end of the race. We are going to finish in 4th position. A great result, but yes, it could have been so much greater. Oscar's Pastry has won the race. It could have been glorious in our Green Hornet, but these things happen, and we cross the line in 4th place. Fantastic. No, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't win it, but it wasn't our fault because we had a loss of engine power. Driver of the day goes to Maxi Boy Verstappen. So there are the McLaren. Oh, there's 2 girls hugging again. I love you, Codemasters. I love you. Can you just send me that cutscene over and over again, and I'll put it on replay? Yes, please, Codemasters, send me that cutscene because, you know, it's great. Anyway, there's Oscar's Pastry. Look at him. Look at him. Absolutely tremendous, and tremendous in 2025. I have to say at the moment. Yes. But of course, we're not in 2025, we're in the virtual 2024. Yes. And there he is. Oh, we get a shake of the wrist from Oscar's Pastry. Well done, Oscar. Well done indeed. Yes. Up onto the top step we go. Look at that. Look at that. We've got Maxi Boy as he takes his trophy. Holds it up high. We've got Maxi Boy off to the left-hand side. And there's the McLaren mechanics. Who was that on the right in the Ferrari? I didn't quite catch it in time. And it's Charles Leclerc, of course. Charles Leclerc. Now, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in an F1 game by Codemasters for quite a few years. So brace yourselves, everyone. This is Pierre Gasly on lap 13, as you can see. Now, it looks like there's no problem there whatsoever. And then suddenly, yes, there you go. He's got a puncher. He's got a right rear puncher on the car. Very realistic, as you can see, the tyres weighing about all over the place. But what happens next is absolutely bizarre. Now, he's coming into the pits very, very slowly indeed. I'm not quite sure he's even going to get into the pits because he's crawling along. Yes. And this is even worse because he's now going to start to slow down. And I wasn't even too sure he was going to actually make it to the pits and actually retire, which would have been a disaster if anyone wanted to come into the pits. But look, he's going slower. And come on, Pierre, you can do it. We believe in you. Woozy. Well, bloody hell. Anyway, believe it or not, I have speeded up this bit 4 times speed. Yes, that's how slow he's coming in. I've speeded it up 4 times, but yes, arithmetically slow. Yes, arithmetically slow. But he is going to come in for his pit stop. Of course, he's going to change that tyre as well, which is punctured. I don't think there's much point because there's only 1 lap left. Anyway, here we come then. Change on to the, what's he going on to? Another set of reds? I didn't quite catch that. I think, another set of reds. But I'm pretty sure the race is pretty much over because he's got to be a lap down. Lap 15 is the end of the race. We're on lap 14 for Gasly, but I think all the rest have crossed the line. And this is even more bizarre. He rejoins, but he's got no power in the car. It's like he's still got a puncher. Look, there's no response. It's dead, mate. Absolutely dead. And then what happens next is he pulls off. He pulls off and retires, but that could be because the race was over. So he thought there's no point in carrying on. Very, very bizarre. Very, very bizarre indeed. Anyway, Oscar's Pastry got the 25 points that I was cruelly robbed of. Maxi Gabor in second place. We were in fourth with 12 points. I'll still take that. Valtteri Bottas was in 11th place just outside the World Championship points. Almost not a loser, but still is at the moment. So in the standings now, you can see Maxi Boy Verstappen, 323 points. He's 63 points ahead of Lando Norris. We're in 8th position with 98 points now. Only 1 point behind Fernando Alonso. So still doing very well. And we are 6th in the Constructors. Well, there you go, everyone. Another exciting episode of the All Seasons has been completed. Thanks so much for watching. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later. I wish I was on F1 25.